There are so many reasons people drop out of high school, and a lot of those reasons are out of their control.
When I was 16, we got evicted from our home. We were forced to split into two different sets. Me and my brother, and my mom and my sister went to another.
Once I got into high school and my mom was diagnosed with lung cancer, that's when things kind of took a turn for the worst. I mean, I stopped caring about school. I was focused more so on the social aspect of school as compared to what we're there for, and that's the academic part.
I moved out at 18, so then I got pregnant, and then I thought about going back to school, so then I went to TAP. After I had my child, it became difficult because I had to work so many hours, and then I had to go to school for so many hours. So it kind of made my time with my child very little. I probably spent like 2 hours a week with her, personally, and that's just not something I wanted to do.
When I was growing up, my great aunt was my support. It was my mother, so to speak. She helped me do my homework, and she got me up for school in the mornings, and you know, whenever I didn't do something right on my homework assignment, she would be like, "Oh no, you need to go back and do that over, because that's not right." After my auntie passed, I just didn't have a support system anymore. There was nobody to help me with my homework.
I called TAP, and I already had my dropout enrollment form signed, so I just told them that I was dropping out, and they said okay.
Just decided after that, at that point, that school was no longer for me.
I dropped out of high school halfway through my junior year.
At this time, I needed money, I needed support, and I didn't have either of it. So I went out to go get a job. I was a dishwasher, going home late at night, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, soaking wet in the freezing cold. And I knew I can do so much better. And there was a point where I think I said, I've had enough.
Our GED program is designed to help students achieve the goal of getting their GED. We have a variety of ways that we work with students. Someone may work with a teacher one-on-one in a classroom setting or do some work in front of a computer. We vary the ways that we work with students so that we can help each student achieve the GED as quickly as possible. When young adults come to Kentucky Youth Career Center to get their GED, we know their personal lives don't stop. And a lot of times they run into barriers while they're working towards their GED. Young adults could run into a lack of transportation, illness issues, sometimes they're just really sleepy in class, family issues, or maybe daycare falls through. Sometimes the young adults just need money and they need to get a job, and that becomes more important than getting the GED. Whatever happens in our students' lives, we work really hard to help them overcome those barriers and come back to the classroom, because we know that once getting the GED, that's going to help them move through some of those barriers in a more permanent way.
At Internship Academy, it's, you know, there's the work aspect, there's the training process, but there's also the fun side, getting to know your peers a little better, finding common interest, and just, you know, having a good time. It's not all about work, it's about building personal relationships on top of business relationships.
The staff here at kycc, they're wonderful. Honestly, there was a reason I kept coming back, because if the staff weren't so kind-hearted and nice and actually caring about the student, then I don't think I would have been able to continue to come back. Coming in to see their smiling faces and have their support, it was great, honestly.
The staff here is great. I mean, they genuinely care about your well-being and, more importantly, your future, and they want to see you succeed. I mean, the support system's great. They will go each step along the way with you to make sure you go where you want to go in life.
Never back down from the opportunities and possibilities that somebody gives to you. You got to keep pushing forward. Even if you don't have anybody to support you, do it for yourself. Prove to the world that you can do it and you can be somebody.
Since I've gotten my GED, that foot that I felt like was trapped between the door is finally opened for me. I plan on starting college in a couple of weeks, and I've applied for a position in JCPS for the school system. And I couldn't have done that without first getting my GED and taking that step in the right direction.
After getting my GED, I completed all the programs at kycc, and now I'm going to enroll in college to continue moving forwards. It hasn't always been easy, but I always knew that I could accomplish it.
The quote I always use is from the Chinese proverb, "It's not about falling down, but refusing to get back up." So I may have stumbled and fallen down a lot, but I continue to get back up. I can't stay down for long. I had a child to think about. I had my family to think about. And I have a lot of eyes watching me, so it wasn't an option to stay down.
There's a quote by T. Lawrence that I love, and it goes like, all men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind wake in the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act on their dreams with open eyes to make them possible. What that quote means to me, not only literally, but figuratively as well, is that you have to keep your eyes open to see the possibilities to make them into reality.
You can't let yourself become a victim to your circumstances that brought you to this point in your life. At the end of the day, the only limitations you have are the ones you put on yourself.